the style of writing the particular letter is observed in the analysis. Firstly, in the graphotherapy, we analyze the person's writing, and what is required there, what are the negative traits we find, we give the positive stroking through the science of graphotherapy. Graphotherapy is just eliminating negative traits from the handwriting. A subtle change in a writing can bring positive changes in people, because handwriting is mind writing. Today, we write using 3 fingers, thumb, forefinger and the middle finger. These fingers are guided by our mind. A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z letters are already formed in our subconscious mind. Always we have that template, and same template writes on a paper. Our handwriting is just imprint of our mind on a paper. When we change through these fingers, thumb, forefinger and the middle finger, the change can affect the mind. When there is change in writing, it changes our mind as well, so that it can give you positive results. By graphotherapy, you can improve your confidence. Our confidence level sometimes gets punctured without our knowledge. That can be boosted up by simply writing T in the proper way. Also, writing the first letter in signature, you can improve your confidence level. Secondly, your phobias and inhibitions can be driven away by the help of graphotherapy. Graphotherapy also improves your focus, your concentration, and also it gives you a lot of interpersonal relationship. Even couples who are drifting away from each other can be brought together by science of graphotherapy. Next, the item is very interesting. The fact in handwriting is the signature. Signature, it has 2 words. One is the sign and second one is the nature. So totally, when you add both the words, it becomes signature. Signature is nothing but our identity. It is our representation. It is our persona to the world. It is your consent to the world. But today, everything is taught in schools. A, B, C, D, the grammar, language, science, everything is taught in schools, high schools and colleges. But nobody tells us how to sign the signature in scientific manner. Research scientists have done research on signature, and signature has its own traits. What is a scientific signature? Scientific signature is one which is designed according to the principles of graphotherapy and the graphology. The signature should be like this. The first letter should be always big, and it should be very clear and attractive. The first letter gives always the best impression of the person. That shows the confidence level, his ability, and its leadership qualities also it represents. It should be very clear, beautiful, and the first letter always gives the first impression, because the first impression lasts for long. Because we'll have only once to create the first impression, later we won't get the chance to create the impression. The first letter should be big enough, and the ending letter should be good and bold enough. Most of the times we skip the last letter. In such cases, what it reads is, the person is very powerful, initially starts with the utmost joy, utmost spirit, but at the end his spirit dwindles. He cannot complete his work properly when the last letter in the signature is incomplete. So always the last letter should be big and bold enough. It should be clearly written. And next, the dots, where do you put the dots? Most of the times we put the dots at the end of the signature. The dot is nothing but is a full stop. That also stops your growth if you have the dot at the end of the signature. But you can have the dots beneath the signature. 2 dots or 1 dot, depending on your personality or requirement, can be suggested by the graphologist. Next, the very important factor in a signature is the underline. In most of the time, schools teacher used to ask us, this is very important, underline it. What it shows, that is that particular sentence, a particular chapter is very important. So when you underline your signature, that shows the particular person is very important. That shows your significance. So underline is required for a signature, but please remember there are 800 plus types of underlines. The underlines is going left to right or right to left, whether the ending portion of the line is deteriorating, the size is reducing, or whether that line has got sharp ends, whether it is sagging or whether it is going up. So many things are there in the underline, because 800 plus underlines are there in signature. And when a graphologist suggests the particular style of underline, that certainly will have more impact in our lives.